Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I have uploaded something, and that's because I was on vacation for a few weeks and then I started a new job. So then I needed to find my groove with all the new changes, which I think I have. So here we are, super excited. This week's video is all about this summery, glowy, kind of bronzy look that I've been doing pretty much every day this summer. And so I wanted to share that with you. So this is going to be this week's video. I've already said that. But if this is something that is interesting to you, don't forget to grab your notebooks and your pens and let's get started. So here we are. We are going to start with the Evian facial spray. I really like this. It's super hydrating. Just gives my face a good base to start with. And then I'm going to be moving into the Maybelline Master Prime. I'm going to be putting about a dime size on my finger and really working that into my skin. I feel like for the last few months, my skin has been kind of oily around my nose. So I'm kind of focusing the product by my nose because I don't want my makeup to lift. Next, I'm using the Milani Soft Focus Glow. This cream is amazing. It gives like a really nice shimmer to the skin without a lot of glitter. So I'm applying that to the outer portions of my face, down my jaw, and just above my eyebrows, and also down my nose. So that's going to be the first base of glow that we're adding. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Foundation. And what I'm doing, I'm not putting a lot on. I still want the glow to show through. I still want my freckles showing through. So I'm being really sparse with the foundation. So I'm not going for full coverage. I just want to cover any coloring, like redness or just kind of any discoloration on my face without taking away from the glow, that base glow that we put down. So I'm not really using a ton of foundation on my face. Just picking up little bits and pieces of the foundation and putting it on. Well, oh, whoa, the zoom. Woo! I don't know why I always feel the need that I have to zoom you guys in, but here we are, a little closer to my face, and I'm okay with that. My God, voiceovers are so weird. I have to get used to this. So next up, I am taking my sponge and I'm just tapping a little bit of product onto the sponge, and then I am going to just bounce that across the face just to get rid. Oh, I'm not picking my nose. I'm just sticking my nose ring in. This is so fun. Okay, so I'm taking a bit of the product foundation on the sponge, and then I am just putting that on my face to get rid of any brush marks and to kind of push the foundation into the skin to make it look more skin-like. So once we're done that, we're going to move on to concealer, and I'm using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I'm just going to dot this under the eyes. I don't want too much coverage like I said before. Just enough to get rid of any of like the purple tones under my eyes. And I'm just going to pat that out with the sponge. Pat, 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 pat. Patty, patty, pat, 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 pat. Make sure it's all blended. And then, of course, the next step, we're going to set the under eye with a loose powder. I'm using the Makeup Revolution loose powder in the shade Banana. And I'm using the cap. It's a very small cap, so you might need a smaller brush to pick up the product. So I'm picking up the powder and I'm just tapping it under the eye, making sure that it's really pressed in there so the concealer doesn't crease under the eye. And then also you can do the handlebar mustache area. I crease around my mouth as well. And then here I'm just taking a clean brush and wiping away the extra powder. And the next step, we're going into foundation, which I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. And I'm just very lightly picking up product and tapping it into the face just to set the wet foundation that we put down. And like I don't want a lot of coverage. I want it to be like really natural and glowy. So I'm not picking up a ton of product. I'm just patting it into the face. I think my husband's talking to me here. I don't really remember. Oh, bronzer. Yes, butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. I'm probably telling him the plan for the day, but I don't remember. Something like that. Anyways, we're going to take the bronzer, and we're going to sculpt out the cheeks. So I put this right under my cheekbone to kind of give it a bit more depth under there, but to also add some warmth to the face. With foundation, you're canceling out a lot of like the natural color in your face. So bronzer is a really good way to bring some of that warmth back into the face. So I like to also go around my jaw to kind of carve that out as well. Kind of gives my jaw a bit of a sharper line. And also frame the forehead with bronzer. Adding a little more bronzer because we love bronzer. Bronze, 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 bronze. And pat it out. Pat, pat, pat. Oh, dual action brush. Next up, I believe I do my brows. Let's see. Yes. Okay, brows. I'm using the ColourPop Brow Pencil. This is in the shade, I don't know. I don't remember what shade this is. It's not the black one. It's the one before black. It's a dark, dark brown. Anyways, so what I do with my brows, I line the bottom. I brush them up first. I line the bottom, and then I line the top. And then I fill in any spots with the pen or pencil that I feel I have really sparse hair growth. So I'm just drawing really small, tiny lines to fill in the brow. I don't want it to look like bricks on my face. I like a more natural, wispy brow. And I find that this technique helps me get a nice natural brow, but without it looking like 90s brows or having them way too thick. Ugh. Filling in my brows actually like hurts my arms, but also like my trainer kills my arms, so I was really, really sore. Oh, and I think my husband's back. I don't know. I think this is the part where I'm like, hey, I think this is going to be the plan for today. Aww. He's so cute. Okay, moving on, everybody. Okay, so this is a eyebrow gel. I like to gel my hairs up so they stay in place so the brow continues to look full for the whole day. I look really disappointed in there. I don't remember. Oh, okay, I guess moving on to eyes, I'm using the Morphe eyeshadow primer. Now, this is going to be a very, very simple look on the eyes because I want the focus to be like glow on the face. So I'm just putting the primer down on the eyes, and then I'm going to be using like a very, I don't want to say sheer, but it's a really pretty, not glitter, it's really hard to explain. It's from ColourPop. This is the Sweet Talk palette, and I'm going to be using this shade right here, and it's called the Jelly Shock Shadow. So it's a jelly consistency, but when you put it on the eye, it turns into like a powder, but the shimmers, or the glitter is... I'm doing a really bad job at explaining this. This thing is so hard to explain. You just have to purchase it and try it for yourself. But I love how this gives like such a soft shimmer and glow to the eyes. It almost looks like the eyelids are wet. And it's very soft and subtle. That was terrible. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be dipping into the Makeup Revolution blush palette. And I'm going to be mixing those two colors right there. You just kind of pat the brush in both colors and then gently pat it on the cheek, which is what I'm doing here. I don't want to go overboard with blush like I normally do because I want to keep the face really soft. So I'm just going to gently pat. And now for the best part, which is highlighter, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Flexitarian. This is a super shock shadow. So it has a really odd consistency where if you put your brush in it, you can see the brush strokes. And I freaking love this highlighter. If you don't have this one, you really, really need it. It's such a shiny, glowy, shimmery highlighter. It is so good for like makeup like this, or if you're going out or you have a photo shoot. Oh my god, it's to die for. Look at that. Oh, yes, yes. Yes, same feelings then, same feelings now. So I brush it, I put it on with the brush, and then I use my finger to kind of soften the lines around the highlighter so it doesn't look like I have like strips of like highlighter bacon down my cheek. I really want it to blend and look like it's all flowing with the face. This is another ColourPop Super Shock shadow. This one's called Lunch Money. It's not as bright as Flexitarian. So for this look, I wanted to have a bit of the softer highlight on my nose and in the center of my eyes and up the nose and on the forehead. And then I also brushed that on the Cupid's bow. So this one has a bit of a gold shimmer to it, whereas Flexitarian has like gold and a bit of like purpley flecks in it. I think I'm cleaning my brush here. Yes. Okay, so then I'm also taking that highlighter and I'm applying it under the brow on the brow bone and also as an inner corner highlight. And same thing on the other side, brow bone, inner corner highlight, keeping things nice, soft, glowy, and summery. Ooh, look at that glow, you guys. Oh my god. You can probably see your reflection in that. So to finish the look off, I am going to be adding the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Mascara. Man, that was really, really stuck on there. So with the mascara, I'm going to do about 3 coats. So I do one eye, make sure everything is fanned out nicely, move to the next eye, go back and forth about 3 or 4 times until I get the desired look. So I think now would be a great time for me to plug the YouTube plug. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, obviously. And if you would like to be notified when I do upload, you have to hit that little bell. If you don't, you won't be notified. So to complete the look, I'm going to be using the Aladdin Limited Edition MAC Lip Gloss in the shade Diamond in the Rough. It is just like a gold shimmery gloss. Oh my Aladdin, it is gorgeous. I need to go back and buy another tube of it because I've used it so much. I think I'm almost halfway done. And it's just, oh my god, it is so nice. I even went to Sephora with this look on and the cashier was like, oh my god, what lip gloss are you wearing? And I told her, listen, it's from MAC, girl. You got to get this because it is limited edition. So I'm topping off the look. We are almost done. I'm going to be setting with the Pixi Makeup Fixing Mist. So this look from start to finish probably took me about 20 minutes. I did speed up the video, but this is pretty much one big take. I did very minimal editing, so you know that this is going to be a really wearable look. But it's also a look that doesn't take very long to do. So that was the look. This is, oh yeah, typical Instagram poses. Let me know if you like this style of video. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little different, but here we are. See you in the next one.